Hi guys, it's Monica, and it is time for Travel with the Savages. And today is Tuesday, July the 7th, and it is 9:30. And I have someone here with me tonight. He's my apple pie, my sugar plum, my creamer and my coffee, my sugar in there too. And he is just this wonderful, wonderful guy that I know and love. And he is none other than Dale Savage. Mr. Savage, they're calling you. You're TV land people.
Hello, everybody out there
You're
in TV
TV
land.
people.
So good to be back on TV. How's everybody? Hope everybody's been doing well, staying safe. God bless each and every one of you. And listen, sit back, relax, and enjoy. And for the next 29 and a half minutes, if you're not careful, you might just learn something. So we'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm going to turn it over to Gladys Knight.
Just want to tell you a little bit about us, guys. We are the Savages, and this is our show. We show up every Tuesday night at 9:30 just to do this show. And tonight we go to different places all over the world, all over the country. Tonight we are going to go to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, guys. So sit back and relax as we start the show. Just a little bit about us. Like I said, we're the Savages. We've been travel professionals for the last 5 years. That's what we do. We travel. We actually started traveling together since we been married almost 10 years now. And so we were actually looking for something because we had to pay Uncle Sam. Once we got together, we all our children were grown, and so we had to start looking for some type of tax break that we could use to not have to pay Uncle Sam. So we were traveling, and so one night we were scrolling through Facebook, or I was scrolling through Facebook, and I ran into my classmate who was doing travel. And so I investigated, looked at it, and I said, well, baby, we could do travel and be able to write it off on our taxes. So I told him about it, and he was so excited. So he jumped into it, baby. Yes,
Absolutely,
yes.
I did. She said, "This is what we're gonna do," and I mean it. That's all to it. I said, "You got that right."
So 5 years ago, we've been doing travel, and that's all we do is travel, and we write it off on our taxes. We write anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000 a year off on our taxes from travel, just traveling. So there's in 2019, we were doing our travel, and a guy by the name of Holton Bugs. Some of you may know him. He has been in the business for almost 30 years now, and he had in his last previous project, he had did over $1 million a month in income in his other previous project. And so he decided that, he had made his money and he wanted to help other people make money. While he was in the project, he helped make over 45 millionaires. So he decided he was going to start his own business. So he's started iBoomerang back in March of 2019. And it right now has different cyclicals. It's called the PRIB, which is a perpetual residual income builder. He started, and so right now we've got two of them in the PRIB. One is iBoomerang. And you want to tell me a little bit about iBoomerang, baby?
Well, I don't mind if I do. Let me get on.
Come on in here.
Get back on
tell
TV.
Me about iBoomerang.
How's everybody out there? Again, listen. What is iBoomerang? Well, I always say you've heard of Booking.com, you've heard of Hotels.com, you've heard of Travelocity and Expedia. Well, you know, if you heard of those, you know those are sites you go to book your travel. Well, that's exactly what iBoomerang is. It's a travel site where you can go and book your travel. Now, the unique difference between iBoomerang and those before mentioned sites is that we guarantee you up to 70% off on your travel. That's right, I said 70% off on your travel. I didn't stutter. 70. And here's another kicker. I mean, to me, just one of the most magnificent things about that Boomerang is it's totally free to you. We've taken care of all associated costs, totally free to you to use. You call us or send her your email or in your phone number, and she sends you the iBoomerang. You activate it totally free. Go and book your travel. And I always say, don't just take my word for it. Those before mentioned sites, just make up a vacation package. Do all those other sites and let the last one be iBoomerang and see the difference in pricing. And here's another win-win situation about the iBoomerang that's, to me, is the one that really solidifies it for me. When you activate it, when you send her your email and she send you the iBoomerang and you activate it, something good happens. You feed a hungry child somewhere over the world. You help someone less fortunate than yourself, children. And I always say, even the most cold-blooded person got to have a heart for kids. So remember, it's free. It's up to 70% off on your travel. And when you activate it, you feed a hungry child. You feed a hungry child somewhere in the world. Win, win, win.
Yes, it is. And as so far since 2019 started, and Mr. Bugs decided to do it at the beginning when he first started. That was his idea, the Boom Foundation, to help feed hungry children. So at this point, we're over 800,000 fed children. Which means that almost 800,000 people have activated their boomerangs.
Good thing, which is a good thing.
And have been using their boomerangs. And so every time they activate one, they feed a child. So like he said, it's a win-win situation. And this program is a win-win situation. We enjoy it. We use our discounts with our boomerang as well. So.
And listen, if you've ever went to those other sites, Travelocity, Expedia, blah, blah, blah. If you've ever went there and booked any kind of vacation package, then you know how to do this. The only difference is you use iBoomerang instead of those aforementioned sites. And you save yourself. Guarantee. You can't make guarantees in this world, but I'm making this guarantee. You will find when you use iBoomerang 70% less. Up to 70% less. Thank you, Miss Gladys Knight, for straightening me out on that one. I stand corrected. Up to 70% less. And that's my promise to you.
Yes, and there's another technology program that we have, and it is called VibeRides. And you want to tell them a little bit about VibeRides, Mr. Savage?
Well, am I back on TV?
You are.
Oh, yeah, I love to be on TV. Yeah. But listen, VibeRide. Well, again, I'm sure you've heard of Uber and Lyft. They're ride-sharing program businesses, okay? That's exactly what VibeRide is. It's a ride-sharing business, same as Uber and Lyft. Now, again, we have a unique situation going here. And I always like to tell this to my fellow, or my Uber driver and my Lyft drivers. What's wrong with making extra money? Because we will pay our drivers up to 75%. Is that right?
Up to 75%.
Up to 75% more.
Yes.
And you know what? Then you're making now that being said, I don't know what you're making with Uber and Lyft. I really don't. But I don't think you'll get up to 75% as you will with VibeRide. So I always tell my Uber and Lyft drivers, hey, I ain't trying to recruit you. I'm just trying to recruit you. So listen, there's nothing wrong with another stream of income and another stream of income that pays very well. So it's a win-win. So check us out. Get the information from Miss Gladys Knight, a.k.a. Monica Savage. and find out about the Vibe Ride. It's a ride share. You're already doing it, so you already know how the business work. Just switch technologies over to us. Oh, I tell you, keep the Uber and Lyft. Just keep it. Just get another stream of income. That's all there is to it. Win, win, win.
Yeah, and so with Vibe Rides, you get 3 ways of income. Speaking of streaming of income, you can get paid by referring drivers, you can get paid by being a driver, and you can get paid by referring riders as well. So you get 3 ways of acquiring income in with Vibe Rides. And like you said, I don't know if Uber and Lyft is doing it that way. I don't think they are. But that's 3 ways that you can get paid with Vibe Rides. So that is a win-win situation. And also, we feed children every time you activate your Vibe Rider or you activate your Vibe Driver. So that helps as well with feeding malnourished kids all around the world. And so with that, we would love to have you join our team. All you got to do is just tell us that you're interested, and we can call you and talk to you about the business, and we can go from there with that. We would love for you to join our team and do this as what we're doing with Vibe Rides and with putting out iBoomerangs, the free travel portal. So just a few announcements. We did cancel our Las Vegas trip. Oh goodness, I was excited about going to Vegas in August.
Wow.
But with this coronavirus, COVID-19, all this mess going on,
yes,
they saw it best that we cancel. So we are actually gonna still have our program Vision, but it's just going to be like everything else. Virtual Vision is what we'll have.
Safe and sound.
Yes.
Safe and sound.
And we would love for you to still join us. It's still going to be a very impactful learning situation. So we would love for you to join us on that on that program, Vision. And so, still looking at October, we are still trying to salvage Canada, going to see the Niagara Falls.
Salvage is right. Salvage is right. Listen, I'm gonna miss not going. I'm gonna miss going to Vegas. I really am. But under the circumstances, I think it was best that we not go for safety's sake.
And we still have Cancun on the books for December the 2nd through the 6th.
Wow.
That should be some fun.
Wow.
And we will be enjoying ourselves over in Cancun. So, guys, we would love to have you. We're still looking into 2021. Going to, where we going, baby?
Canada.
Alaska.
Oh, you're talking about Alaska.
Doing the Alaskan cruise.
From New York, right?
Yes.
Yeah, taking the Amtrak.
No, that's Canada.
That's Canada? Well, listen, I'm just confused. Listen, my name is Confusion.
No, that's taking a cruise to Alaska, leaving out of Seattle.
Well, I was going to ride my bicycle to Alaska, so I guess that's out. And
we do have that in our Travel with the Savages group page, as well as our Fantasy Island Vacations page. It has all the information you need to know about it, about those 2 trips to Canada, as well as the cruise next year to Alaska. So we are still looking to travel, guys. I hope you are, because travel is an $8 trillion industry, and whether you know it or not, it's going to be probably a $16 trillion industry come next year, because everybody is going to want to travel
and get out after being quarantined all this time.
Yes.
So the travel business just may have an explosion. People just dying to get out and get away, So we'll see. We're looking forward to it, hopefully.
So, guys, we still have some places that we have gone over the years, and City of Brotherly Love was one of them. And I just want to tell you a little bit about it. Who's all been to City of Brotherly Love? Anybody? Anybody been to the city of brotherly love? Just hit us up and let us know, cause this is where we're getting ready to go. So, did you know that the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is the sixth most populous city in the United States?
Founded in 1682.
Okay. And it is one of the largest cities in the state of Pennsylvania. And so its county boundaries is Philadelphia County, the most populous county in Pennsylvania, the eighth largest U.S. metropolitan statistical area. And it has a lot of tradition, features, and stuff like that. Places that we had gone to when we were there was so exciting. And it was, you want to tell them, babe, how you were so excited because you had never been to Philly before and the things that you really wanted to see?
Of course, Philadelphia has a lot of historical, the historical things in Philly is just, the Liberty Bell, the Congressional Hall, where the, if I'm not mistaken, the Declaration of Independence was signed. There are just so many historical landmarks. There's the word I was looking for. Historical landmarks in Philly. It just blows your mind. You can go all day and walk downtown Philly and see all these historical landmarks. And it's quite, it just blows you away. I tell you, I just couldn't get enough of looking at it. And all my life, I wanted to see the famous Liberty Bell. And to finally see the Liberty Bell was breathtaking, I tell you, because you hear so much about it all during your school years, and to see it, there it is right there. To actually see it, it's breathtaking. It's just one of the most amazing historical monuments that you'll ever see, because we all know what the Liberty Bell represented, even though it didn't. I ain't gonna get into all that, but anyway. Another thing that held a lot of interest. Well, I guess you all know what that is.
Oh yeah,
that's that famous Philly cheesesteak, isn't it?
Cheesesteak.
Yeah.
And I was not leaving Philly until I got me a Philly cheesesteak. So of course, the night we got in, by the time we found a Philly cheesesteak restaurant, it was like 10 o'clock at night.
We walked the entire downtown, basically Philadelphia area.
Yes, looking for some Philly cheesesteak. So guys, when I ate it, let me tell you, it was so well worth it. So well worth it.
And in our travels, we walked up on Temple University, and good to see Temple University. And another thing, there we are in the picture there with the Liberty Bell. The Savages holding hands in front of the Liberty Bell. But if you've ever heard of Philadelphia International Records, there's a sound marker right there. That's where the OJs, the Stylistic, Patti LaBelle, Teddy Pendergrass, and a lot of recording artists started. So it was really exciting for me to see Sigma Sound Studios, even though I was a little disappointed because the building was really not up to par. It was abandoned. But to know this is where all those historical records made. I love music, Backstabbers, Teddy Pendergrass, Patty, and Lou Rawls. This is the Love Park downtown here, which I enjoyed immensely. Downtown Philadelphia has so many historical sites, just one after another. It's a smorgasbord of historical sites. You turn and there's another one. You turn and there's another. Very impressive. I really enjoyed downtown Philly. It's one of the most awesome cities in the world. And if I had to live in Philly, I think I could live there as opposed to living in L.A. or New York or Miami. I really do. That's a X-ray of the Liberty Bell. You see the famous crack in the Liberty Bell that they've actually tried to repair a couple of times, if I'm not mistaken, and for some reason it just wouldn't take.
Hey, Gerald.
So if you ever get a chance, and if you've never been to Philly, I would suggest that you make that one of your traveling destinations. It is really awesome. And that whole downtown area there where all the historical buildings were and are, it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
As you can see, Nelson Mandela was here in Philadelphia hanging out. Is that Thomas Jefferson?
I think either Thomas or Benjamin. Yeah, it could be Thomas Jefferson. Oh, one of the founding fathers. It's one of them.
I'm not sure who that was hanging out with the bell.
Uh, some kind of Lama. Some guy named Dalai Lama or something like that.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken. But if you love historical facts as far as the Declaration of Independence and the founding fathers and all that kind of stuff, then downtown Philly is the place for you. Because it's just, like I said, it's a smorgasbord of historical monuments and building.
Yes, it was so amazing to be downtown, and basically we walked pretty much the whole city, didn't we?
Downtown Philly.
The whole city, the whole downtown area from one end to the other.
All Google eyes.
So yeah, we got in like at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Yes.
And we didn't get out of there until 11:00 at night.
Well,
and we finally
I think
finished,
it was a little later than that.
Got
we
tired.
Still walking around, yeah.
Got tired of looking. The Schuylkill Express, we got off on that coming into Philly. We did. It was so many places that we saw while we were there. It was so amazing.
Yes, it was. Absolutely. I would recommend Philadelphia to anyone, probably even over New York. I really would.
To put it on your bucket list of places to see.
Yes, one of your travel destinations.
Definitely. Yes. That's Town Hall, right? We went right through it from one end of it to the other. You can see how big that building is. It's an old artistic building.
Can you put that Love Park picture back up there?
Let me see if I can get back to that. Oh yeah,
It's gonna make me hungry. Keep showing that. But I've heard about that Love Park for I don't know how many years, and I've always wanted to visit it. So I finally got a chance to visit the famous Love Park in Philadelphia.
So yeah, the Love Park is
there it is.
Right there. It's right downtown, right in the heart of downtown Philly.
The city of brotherly love.
And they say they have all kind of programs going on throughout the year there. We missed them. I think we had just missed the program that they had earlier that day or the day before. But they always have different type of programs that they have at that park. Musicals, all kinds of stuff. But these are one of the main pictures that we were able to capture while we're down there in Philly, because we did go to the New York after we left there.
Yeah, we drove to New York. We had a blast there.
Captured some pictures there as well. But Dale was so excited. He wanted to see Philadelphia Studios.
Sigma Sound Studios.
Philadelphia
International Records building too.
We weren't gonna leave Philly. We weren't gonna leave Philly without him seeing
Sigma Sound
Studios. So we were all over the place trying to find it, asking everybody, "Where is it? Where is it?"
And I think they told us
when they pointed to it,
112 or something.
We were like, "Okay."
North 12th Street. There it is.
They were tearing it all down, and that was going to be the end of it. And it was empty, deserted, and we were not expecting all of that.
Well, I didn't know that the studio was abandoned. I was hoping to go in. I thought maybe they had turned it into a museum. Here it is, abandoned. So it is what it is.
Yes. So guys, there you have it. City of Brotherly Love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Someplace that you must see. Put it on your bucket list as places to go, things to see. The Liberty Bell was so much. It was, just like what you see on TV.
A sight to behold.
But
Really
just
breathtaking.
to be there in front of it, and it had its own museum, basically, and it was free. So you didn't have to pay to go in it. And of course, you saw all the different artifacts that made the Liberty Bell, set up the Liberty Bell, who was
instrumental,
responsible for putting up the Liberty
I
Bell.
really thought it would be a little larger than what it was, but hey, it was the Liberty Bell, so I was happy just to see it. They wouldn't let you touch it. It was, they had a guard there, and it was behind ropes. You couldn't touch it, but we were within like 3 feet of it.
Just get there before 6 o'clock? I think they closed at 6 o'clock. So if you get there before that, you can see it. It's a little monumental landmark.
I don't think most people realize that Philadelphia is the birthplace of the United States Marine Corps. I don't think most people know that. I didn't know that myself, to tell you the truth.
Wow.
And the first library in 1731. Philly has a lot of historical significance. It really does.
Yes. So Fairmount Park, all the sculptures that's around, like you saw the one sculpture that I was taking a picture in front of. The city is big. You might not want to wander out too far though, because there's some.
Well, just like with any place, there's some parts in Philly. You ain't trying to be up in there, especially at a certain time. I'll tell you, Philly, just like any other city, has its areas that's not all that flattering. Just leave it at that.
So, guys, we have gone to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, we'll be going somewhere else. I'm not going to tell you. It's going to be a secret, but you will see soon. Tuesday, 9:30, Travel with the Savages. We'll be back.
So, until next time, same place, same station. We'll see you there. And remember, we'll see you at the top. Because the bottom, just too crowded. We ain't trying to be there.
Well, follow us on Facebook, Travel with the Savages group. Monica and Dale Savage.
Absolutely.
On YouTube. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube, Monica and Dale Savage. And we will see you at the top.
Yes, because the bottom, we ain't trying to hang out down there. Too many people down there.
And
so,
as
always, in party, we wish you love, peace, and savages. God bless each and every one of you. We out of here. We'll see you.
Love ya, love ya, love ya.